have you been scrolling on social media and ran across something out of pocket? Now, if you're like me, you probably can recall at least one instance. I mean, honestly, there really should be a class on how to conduct yourself on the internet. Not me throwing my pen across the room. Hold that thought. Whew. Well. It looks like class is in session today. If you're ready to learn about all of the things that I think that you are doing wrong on the internet, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell so that you can be notified of my future videos. My name is Tandy. Professor Tandy. Now let's get into it. Okay, y'all know how this goes. I got my little notes right here, okay? And I'm gonna just read them off to you. Okay, ick number one, and I feel like if you are a returning subscriber, you probably already know this is one of my icks, but I don't think you guys understand how much this gets under my skin. But just because you have an opinion doesn't mean you should type it. Let that marinate, sit on it. Honestly, nobody cares what you think, except you. Quite literally, everybody has an opinion. So now if opinions are like buttholes and you choose to give yours without being asked, does that not make you an ass? I don't know. Some bars may have just been dropped. Write that down, write that down! I don't think you guys understand like how unwell you have to actually be to sit there and just type out a long dissertation about how you feel about something that somebody put online. Granted, that person may have very well just put themselves out there on the internet, but my mother and grandmother used to always tell me growing up, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, baby, just don't say anything. Some of y'all, I question how y'all was raised, and we just gonna leave it at that. Now, number two, she really gonna have some of y'all in y'all feelings, okay? The internet is not your diary. Now, wait a minute. I too enjoy a vulnerable moment on the World Wide Web. However, I think we need to be a lot more intentional with the things that we share on the internet. Vulnerability can be a very beautiful thing and a very fulfilling thing, not just for the person releasing those emotions, but also for the consumer of said content. It can be very inspiring, for lack of better words. But I think when we become more intentional with how we choose to deliver our vulnerability, I think that is where there will be less of a disconnect from people seeing us so crazy, for lack of better words. I am so tired of seeing people just share any and everything. Like they sharing they baby mama, baby daddy drama. I should not know that Sexy Red is the self-proclaimed queen of STDs.
I don't use condoms, baby.
Right.
I'm the raw dog queen.
I am concerned that we are straying very, very far.
Father, we're straying and bring us on home.
It just will never make sense to me to air out all of my dirty laundry. Now, that doesn't mean that your dirty laundry won't get aired, right? But I think that when you specifically, like you are airing out your dirty laundry, yikes. You didn't have nothing else in the drafts? Nothing? We need to do better, is all I'll say. We need to do better. And this video is no shade if you do any of these things, okay? Because the whole purpose of this video is to make sure that we all know better, okay? Because when you know better, what happens? You do better, right? Basically what I'm saying is stop telling all your business to complete strangers. Have y'all never heard of stranger danger? I honestly would like to believe that I would not get on Beyonce's internet and intentionally make myself look like a fool. You can't share your vulnerable moments on social media without expecting those same entitled opinions that we talked about earlier in the first take. I mean, a prime example of that is Charlamagne and what he said about Miss Risa Tisa in her 50-part series, saying that that was big back behavior. This woman was literally being super vulnerable on the internet, sharing her experience. Not only was it, I'm sure, in her words, therapeutic for her, but I'm sure it was therapeutic for some viewers watching her because they can see themselves in Risa Tisa. So for him to basically just like mock her and be like, oh, this is big bag behavior, side-eye.
Stop it. Get some help.
If you got real emotion, keep that to yourself. What do I mean by that? So glad you asked. Y'all like this little pin? I think it's so cute. I got it from the Dollar Tree. But yeah, if you got real emotion for real, like, keep that to yourself. Because if you truly that thing in real life, you don't need the public's validation. Cut it out. Like, how many times have we witnessed people going live or, you know, just taking photos, videos, whatever the case may be, putting out content that's exposing, you know, how much money they have, or, you know, where they're staying at. Some people even putting out exactly where they work. It's crazy to me that people would be that comfortable sharing that type of information, considering we are literally living in a society with mentally unwell people. I mean, I can only speak for living here in America, but there is no type of good healthcare system here, in my personal opinion. So when you are walking amongst the undiagnosed yet clinically insane individuals that we do, you have to tread lightly. Like, please be careful out here, especially when you factor in the dynamics of parasocial relationships. Like, some people really don't have friends. I hate to say it, but I gotta be as real as can be. There are people who don't understand the idea of parasocial relationships. Like, there's that gray area where they really feel that person is their best friend. Like, they really feel like, oh, that's my homie, I know them for real. You do not know that person. Is that person relatable to you? Absolutely. Does that person care about you? Probably not. They don't even know you. You feel me? I don't know. Am I making sense? Comment down below if I'm making sense, okay? Am I preaching or am I reaching? Another unpopular opinion. And some of y'all about to be upset with me for giving my take on this because I don't have children. But stop posting your children on the internet without their consent. If they are unable to give you actual consent, stating that they don't mind being on your socials, don't post them. Now, I also want to have like a little asterisk next to that. What the? There is a big difference between posting your children and hiding your children. You know, what did Drake say? You don't have to hide your kid from the world, but you should hide the world from your kid. Because, again, there are real life crazy people out here. People are unhinged. It gives me the biggest ick because we live in a society where children are constantly preyed upon. You might think that you're sharing some wholesome video about your child, with your child in it, I should say, and some sick creep is on the other end receiving the content and thinking some ungodly things about your child. There's a thin line between posting your child and using them for content and engagement. Check out this video.
Yesterday I posted a video on how who can't access child will use children's influencer accounts on social media, and these accounts are knowingly run by parents, usually mothers. I've seen a lot of comments where people are very disturbed by specific mom influencer accounts. So I checked out one account in particular and I looked at the content and how many saves there were. So if the little girl was doing something innocent, not a lot of saves. If the little girl was doing something that could be seen as civilized, it was shocking. The little girl was an adult, 400 saves. Shaking her hips while wearing a skirt, 6,000 saves. Does it again, 7,000 saves. Does it again, 8,000 saves. Sitting in a chair, 12,000 saves. Sucking on a straw, eating a turkey leg, eating a kebab, and then licking a straw, 20,000 saves. Sucking on a straw, 50,000 saves. Changing her eye color and almost looking seductive and older, 300,000 saves. When you post videos on social media, you can see when people start watching the video and when they stop. You can also see at what point during the video they choose to like and save it.
It's tricky. You gotta be real careful when you are sharing children on the internet. The internet is quite frankly, a place where everyone coexists. It's not just a place where you and your friends exist. It's a place where complete strangers of all walks of life exist. So we have to be better about making sure that we're vetting out the good and the bad, you know, by just being proactive about the type of content that we share. And while we on that topic of children being on the internet, we need to talk about blogs posting children. I'm concerned because to me, you have these grown adult websites, blogs, vloggers, whoever, right? Grown-ups creating content about actual children. I don't care if they're a celebrity child. I don't care if that celebrity posts their child online as a content creator themselves. It's just creepy to me to see Northwest on the Shade Room. I'll say it. Like, it's weird. It's weird.
I don't like that.
And I think it's even more weird that the Shade Room has come out with Shade Room Teens. Again, we are on a public platform where you can't filter out who comes across your content. You posting these young children, these young adults even, being intoxicated, doing questionable things. Like, first of all, I think it says a lot about the person who runs said blog's character. I also think it says a lot about the people who consume that type of content. The whole idea of like grown-ass people posting children is just weird to me. I will never get behind it. I don't even try to like pictures of, you know, celebrities' children, because to me, I don't know, maybe I think too much into the likes of it all, but I don't even like to like, that's a lot of likes, but I don't even like to post about people when they express that, you know, they lost a loved one. To me, I don't like that post. I don't want to like it because to me in my head, I think that means like you like that is happening. I don't see it as, oh, you like the fact that they are showing love to their deceased loved one. I don't know, it's tricky. It's tricky. If you know, you know, it's tricky. I don't even know if I'm articulating myself well right now, but yeah, it gives me the biggest ick. Keep your children off of social media. I mean, don't go hiding as if nobody should know that you have children, but at the same time, like, be conscious about what type of content you post of your child. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. Another thing that I feel like you shouldn't be doing on the internet is crying. We should not be crying on the internet. I think it is very weird that somebody will sit down in front of a camera and cry. Now, it's one thing if, let's say, you're vlogging and, I don't know, something traumatic or dramatic has happened to you and it evokes an emotion and you start crying. That is one thing. Okay, hear me out or eat me out, okay? Let me cook. You filmed it. It happened. That was a raw emotion. Understandable. But you posted, though? You posted yourself crying?
It's okay.
It's not okay though, it's not.
And I don't mean like, oh my gosh, a little tear fell down my eye, like I'm gonna wipe it. I mean like when people be a full on boo-hoo sobbing, snot running down their nose and they crying. Like, you don't seem well. I'm just being honest, okay? Why did you think that was okay? I'm so tired of seeing these influencer apologies and they're like crying boohoo tears. Be so for real. Okay, what we got here? Oh gosh. Okay, if you've made it this far in the video, I just need to forewarn you that we're gonna get a little spicy, okay? So
Try it. Okay? Now back to that one. Shaking the table.
if you holy saved and sanctified, you might want to exit this video at this point. I'll see you in the next one. We gotta talk about sending nudes. I know. This is quite a topic, but I feel like it's a topic that needs to be had because people are gonna do what they wanna do, so we need to talk about it. I feel like there are some rules to follow when it comes to sending nudes, okay? Hear me out or eat me out, okay?
What do you mean by that?
If you are choosing to send nudes to someone, these are the rules, okay? Listen up. Have clean surroundings. Why are you taking this photo of yourself looking all types of cute and the cutest lingerie? You know, you got the muscles on swole, but your background look a hot mess. Look like you ain't cleaned your room in about 20 of them days. That ain't cute. If you're gonna be a photographer, baby, step into the role. Make sure that you trust the person. Obviously, that should be number one, but this is in no particular order. Make sure that you are not showing off any identifiable markings on your body. So like if you have tattoos and you are worried about your nudes being leaked, baby, don't send them. I think it is safe to say that even if you trust that person, we literally live in the day and age of hackers. There's no telling who is going to leak those photos. So if you have any fear of your nudes being leaked, just don't take them. Simple as that. But if you're gonna do it, you gotta follow these rules, okay? Stop posting yourself in suggestive positions or clothing, okay? Because again, this is the internet. Everything lives on forever. So when you send something to someone, it's bound to get into the wrong hands at some point in time, okay? Have a little class about yourself, okay? Can we all agree that nudes should be classy and like you save the, what are the girls calling it these days? Sneaky link, right? Save the raunchiness for the sneaky link. Keep the photos cute, okay? Have a little class. Have some dignity about yourself when you take these photos. My number 7 hot take on internet etiquette is stop arguing with strangers. Why are you on Beyonce's internet arguing with complete strangers? Make that make sense. It will never, to me personally. I just want to know, when you're sitting there reading something that is unpleasant to you, I want y'all to look at me when I do this, okay? Look at me. Look at me. Pay attention. The only sound we hear are the tap, 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 taps. That is all we hear. You look like a fool. I just gotta call an ace of spade. You look like a fool sitting there typing away for what? Okay, great. You defended yourself on the internet. Does it make you richer? Does it put food in your mouth? Does it provide a roof over your head to go back and forth with this stranger? I will say that 9 times out of 10, it probably does not. So why are we doing that? And you know, it kind of piggybacks off of what I said earlier about how a lot of us are walking around here with undiagnosed mental health conditions, and we are seeking some type of validation from the internet. A lot of us are walking around here with hurt feelings, and hurt people hurt people. Therefore, that's why you got a lot of people making rude ass comments on the internet. But that don't mean that you gotta respond to it. What Michelle said, when they go low, we go high. Sometimes, granted, you might need to meet them in hell, but there's gotta be a real good reason for you to want to meet them in hell. Not just because they told you was ugly, or they told you that, you know, you're fat or something stupid like that. That is such subjective thinking. And if you don't know that person, why do you care so much about what they think? It really should not be a factor to you. And since we're talking about arguing, sometimes, you know, when we're arguing, we say things that we may regret. That's another reason why you gotta be careful, because, baby, fake apologies are unnecessary, okay? And I speak to every influencer who has ever been in a scandal and had to come out and apologize to the public. Fake apologies are unnecessary. Prove to us that you are sorry. Don't just say it, because anybody can say anything nowadays, especially on the internet. There's a whole show out here called Catfish. Like, be so for real. Leaving long dissertations explaining yourself, whether verbally or, you know, typing them out on the internet is crazy. Like, don't do that. And Lord help us the day that voice note responses become a thing on social media. Throw in the towel. I'm done. Take me out, coach. Okay, I told y'all we was gonna keep it spicy, okay? So, my next internet etiquette tip. It says, if you're gonna be a cheater or a mistress, please stop posting about it. Stop posting that you are a cheater. It's unbecoming. It's not cute. It's not cute at all. We all know someone like that on the internet where they shouted from the rooftops about how, oh, he picked me. I'm the prize. You guys are just jealous, only to end up looking like a fool a few short weeks later. Just don't do it. If you're gonna cheat or be a cheater, cheat in private, okay? That is where a lot of y'all are getting the game confused, okay? A lot of y'all don't know how to play the role. A lot of y'all don't know when to shut up and just let things be. Everybody wants to chase clout. Everybody wants to post whatever they got going on. Whatever motion they got going on, they want to post about it. And honestly, I think it's so stupid.
Stop it. Get some help.
And I'm going to say this again. Have some class about yourself. Back in the day, I know I'm not that old, but back in the day, you never heard of our grandparents or, hell, their parents. You never heard about them exposing each other. I mean, I'm sure people been, doing dirt, being cheaters the whole entire human existence, right? Because temptation is a real thing out here. That's fair to say. Temptation gets the best of majority of us, right? We're humans. There's an understanding back in the day where it was like, what's understood don't need to be explained. And I want us to get back to that. Like, you already doing trashy things. Why brag about your trashy behavior too? Don't be weird, okay? Don't be weird. I've got one last internet etiquette tip. If you are not black or brown, please do not use black and brown emojis. Okay, this one is not really my thing, but y'all was coming for me in the comments under my biracial light skin videos about using the wrong emoji color. First of all, I am a black woman, okay? I will use whatever damn brown emoji I feel like using. Y'all aren't gonna bully me into using any emoji. First of all, it's a freaking emoji. Relax. I could see if I was like some white presenting woman using a brown emoji. Baby, that ain't me. And what kills me is y'all love to sit up here in my comments, okay? See, now I'm venting. I had to save this one for the last one. You see why. Y'all up under my comments telling me about how black I am or how black I'm not. How you gonna tell me? How you finna tell me what I am? You can't. And if I wanna use a brown emoji, baby, I'm gonna do it. Cause that's just who I am, okay? Like, be so for real. Y'all upset at a black woman using a brown emoji? And then some of the comments that's underneath these videos, they don't even be making sense. Y'all just let her be mad about anything. If y'all have not checked that video out and you new to this page or you just have not seen it, whatever the case may be, check out that video. I'm gonna leave a link up here somewhere wherever YouTube puts it, and I'll also leave a link down in the description box. I don't even want to call it hate, but y'all gotta stop feeling some type of way because there are light-skinned black women. Because I don't think nobody is hating on me for being a light-skinned black woman, because I don't see why would you. I mean, it's just a freaking skin color. But I didn't choose to be this way, okay? And many light-skinned, monoracial black women did not choose the skin tone that they are in, okay? I can't speak for the bleach demons, but I can speak for myself and those who were naturally born this way. Honestly speaking, I view myself a lot darker than I actually am. And I think it's because I'm just so enveloped in my blackness. If I had a deeper skin tone, there is nothing about my features, my mannerisms, the way that I speak, the way that I talk, my whole entire swag is giving very much black woman. So, once again, if I want to use a black dark emoji, I will do just that. And that's just that on that. But y'all take it easy in these internet streets, okay? Let me know exactly how you feel about this video. Do you agree with any of my internet etiquette tips? Comment down below if I missed anything. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to my channel if you made it all the way to the end of this video, because you're obviously a real one and we go together real bad. Don't forget to turn on that post notification bell so that you can be notified of my future uploads. And yeah, I hope to see you soon. Bye.